Me, can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you stay, you subscribe, and you become part of the family. And if you are my regular returning subby, welcome back at my doll. It's good to see you again, okay? Angisazi nokuthi intro yenziwa kanjani, but it is good to sit in front of the camera and to be the bearer of good news. Yeah, so as you can see by the title of the video, let us beat the drum rolls. We are having a baby. Yes, guys, I've been baking. I've been baking, you guys. Today, as I filmed this video, well, I actually did film the video initially, but I was not happy with the lighting. So the time is 12:48 on the 10th of August. There we go. 10th of August. It's a Sunday. I did film this video before, so you guys will see there's a video that's gonna come up after this one. So that is the nesting video part 1. I didn't like the makeup. You will look at this and you'll look at that video and then you will see the difference. But I just feel like the lighting was not good. That's why the makeup was looking raggedy. So today I said, Mommy, well, no, today we had like our home photo shoot, guys. I was just like to my husband, rather let me take that money and buy a hospital grade breast pump, so that I'm going to buy once the baby's here, because I'm going to just breastfeed for a month, and then after that I am then going to start pumping and introducing the baby to the bottle. I'm not gonna mix feed like in terms of breast milk and formula, but I'm only going to stick to breast milk. So yeah, that's why I'm looking all nice. And please guys, please pretend as if this is Kelly hair. I tried to use the heatless socks in Tontoni. Yeah, but I don't know if it's my hair or I didn't do it the right way. But I tried, man. I tried. It's just that the hair looks very like frizzy. So if I shoot in Namhlanje video, then it means I'm not gonna shoot the video. As you guys can hear, I am out of breath. I can't sit down for too long. I can't stand for too long. So I was just like, you know what, namhlanje the face looks decent. Ngoba last nizozibonela kule video ilandelayo. Hey. That's not me, okay? That's not me. I don't know ukuthi bengingenwe yini, but that's definitely not me. But I hope you guys are good. Sengizonitshela ngama breast pump nani. Kingwanyana oh no. No, kingwanyana oh, kingwanyana wa di breast pump. Kingwanyana wa di breast pump, guys. But yeah, we are having a baby. I want to keep you guys waiting to see what we're going to have right at the end. I'm not gonna tell you now. Probably, you know what? We are having a baby girl, guys. I'm just thinking because I yap too much. One thing about this mommy, she yaps too much. I feel like I'm an oversharer, not oversharer, like impulsive sharer. So I'm one person that you will not wait, or you will not get to hear about the good news in 3 years time or whatever. Once I'm happy and I feel good, I'm comfortable with sharing, I will definitely share. So yeah, so we are having a baby girl. That's why I've been quiet. That's why I've been away. I've been baking. I saw a video on TikTok when the lady was just saying, Guti, when there's something important and special going on for yourself, you tend to be like a pregnant woman. You want to protect this thing. you know, you just want to make sure that it's not attacked or anything.
Umkhuleko wami ukuthi may you have the mindset of a pregnant woman, because umuntu wesifazane ukhulelwe, once they understand what is inside of them, they lose appetite of anything that looks to harm them. It's not because they do not want to do certain things, but it's because they understand that inkanuko yabo cannot be greater than the safety of what they are carrying. Uthi Daniel, I cannot have the royal food and royal drink because I do not want to defile myself. So I hope ukuthi when it comes to your success, your work and your business, may you get to a point where you are able to say no to certain things because you understand what you're protecting. I pray that you lose appetite of the things that you love and find fun in as a sacrifice of impumelelo yako, because impumelelo has a price. Impumelelo, discipline is very much required, because you do not want to end up as just a potential. She could have become some. No, I understand about a pregnant woman is that even if unabangani unomyeni, but the journey of pregnancy is hers. That's why even if umyeni agekho ku labor ward, she can still give birth because le journey ibhekene nayo. So when it comes to anything ebiza wena directly, may you also have the same mindset of sacrificing and focusing, because you know what is at stake. Your mandate right now is to protect what is inside of you.
So I was like, my views, my subscribers, they can wait. There is nothing that I wanted so much like what I am carrying right now. So if it means I have to protect it by all means necessary, then I will do just that, guys. We know we live amongst monetary spirits and people who do bad. So I really wanted to isolate, and yeah, if ungazi in person, then you would know. Hold on, guys. So yeah, that is the reason why I was quiet, but I am back and I am better. I am exactly 36 weeks 2 days. Let's see. I've been using this Philips Advant. Yes, I am 36 weeks, as you can see, 2 days. I've been using this app, this one over here, Pregnancy Plus. Yeah, so I've been tracking my baby's kicks. Yeah, it's very like helpful, because before I was someone who didn't really like track. As long as ngizumntana kika, then I'm happy with that. But I was like, you know what, let me start tracking. So before we go any further, I am going to have this full cream vanilla flavored yogurt with seed granola. I'm hungry, guys, so if I know myself. I know myself. I'm gonna eat, and then mangidla, I'll start feeling lazy and I'm not gonna get this job done. So rather, let me do it while I have you guys here. Do I want the seeds? Okay, no, let's have them. So I just tilted that, and then I'm just gonna mix it like that. Like that. Okay, so without wasting any more time, guys, let's get right into the video. So I found out that I was pregnant in Jan. That's nice. Very nice. Okay. I have 20 minutes left because I don't want this video to be too long. So, before we were rudely interrupted by this, we found out that we were pregnant in Jan. So I had missed my period in December, but I didn't think too much into it because I'm usually someone who maybe like has a delayed period or doesn't come at all that month. I remember having quite a number of pregnancy scares before. So this time around, I was just like, okay, my period didn't come in December, then it's coming in Jan, you know, or in Feb, whenever it wants to, because sengiphila leyo mpilo leyo, yabo. So I had made an appointment to go see an orthodontist to have braces on. My teeth are not bad, but the bottom teeth like are caving in, so I just wanted to make sure that I don't end up having amazinyo are wrong. One thing about me, I love a very nice dental, you know, structure. One thing about me. So I made an appointment. We were supposed to go on a Saturday. I think it was the 6th of Jan, if I'm not mistaken. And then wait, let me check. It was the 11th. Yes, it was the 11th, as you can see with the WhatsApp chats. 11th of January. That's when that was the day when we had the appointment. So what had happened was I had ngiyengathatha pregnancy test emsebenzini. Our nurse was like, okay, send a pregnancy test, because obviously if you're going to an orthodontist, they'll want to do like my x-ray and I was like, you know what, I was hesitant that day. I was like, let me take it. I will do it at home. And she was like, how, when, and because you usually come here and you're just ready to do this thing. I was like, hey, this time I think I'm a bit disappointed kakulu, so rather let me do it at home. Sharp Saturday morning, Habi and I wake up and she's like, don't forget to do the test before we go. Wake up, I'm like, okay, let me do the test. Guys, I'm not even shooting content. I'm not doing anything because remember, I've had so many pregnancy scares, and to a point where I'm just like, maybe it's one of those months. You know, seeing that vele ngumuntu where my periods are irregular. So I was just like, okay, sharp. I'm sitting, so we have an in-suit, right? Toilet the stick. So I'm just placing there just next to the shower door. I am busy on my phone. I'm even not bothered. I'm busy on my phone. I think I was on TikTok or on Instagram. So look at the lines. Yabo. Okay, nyabona the urine starts moving. If line yokuqala. How mangit? Hey. Oh! Shit, I knew that was gonna happen, guys. Hold on. I decided to finish it off. So, then I look at the stick, right? Mangit, 2 lines. I even forgot what 2 lines means. Nas. I'm like to my husband, wait. What does 2 line mean? He jumps, he's excited, he's like, 2 lines, it means you're pregnant. He was jumping up and down. I'm like, this man. I was like, babe, calm down. We're going to buy another test and make sure, but please calm down. My husband he knew right then on that. I say kunjalo. Okay, sharp, we wake up, we wait for 8 because it was around 7, just before amashopa vula. Then we waited. Makshayu 8. We went to Clicks. We bought a wine. I'm gonna put a picture of all 3 here. At this point, I'm not even filming, guys. I'm not even filming because I'm just like, is it really happening or what? You know? Sitate yobusu ibuye iti pregnant. If the 2 lines. Mind you, I've took so many pregnancy tests in my life to know what 2 lines means. What 2 lines mean. But at this current moment, I'm just like, and you call on Sahambe and buy the pregnancy brain. Yeah, buy the clear blue one. Yeah, we buy the clear blue one. It comes back, it says pregnant 3+ or +3. Yo, guys, right then on, I started crying. I prayed. I was just like, yo, finally God has answered our prayers. You know what, this is something that I genuinely wanted for so long. I mean, if you've watched my videos, you'd know that at times I would be like, I'm trying to lose weight because I want this thing so bad. I wasn't like fully honest in saying ukuthi ngifunani, but if you know, then you know ukuthi hayi lo muntu kusho ukuthi ukhuluma ngomntwana, whatever the case is. So yeah, I found out that I was pregnant, and then I called my mom.
Kodwa kubusisekile isibeletho sakho ukuthi samukele umoya ongcwele.
Alright ke, and then ke lama verse mina ngifuna ukuzwa ukuthi wena mangithumela lama verse yini into efika engcondweni ngeloko moya oyingcwele.
Mina ayifikanga manje njengoba ungithumela amavesi, angazi obuso ungithumelile na. Ekseni kufike ukuthi namhlanje anginalo ilizwi engithumele uLindiwe. Ene kulindiwe mina nomfundisi wakhe oyimento. Fanele ngihlale ngingezwi engamupha lona ekuseni. Kufike lokho nje watholakala ukuthi ngenza iwashing, ngathi ithi ngenza iwashing ngoba angakayi ezwini. Angizange ngiye namhlanje ezwini, ngicela ngokukhuleka ekuseni bengingekayo. So njengoba wena sowungithumela lamavili, sengiyacela kumoya oyingcwele ukuthi angisize ngikhona ukuwahlambulula kuwe as yena explainers angitshelile ukuthi uwe ngumfundisi. Oh, hayi bengizama ukukutshela ke ukuthi sowuzoba ugogo futhi. Yo. Engathi injabulo Nkosi. Mara uNkulunkulu uyenzani ukumthanda kangaka kulonyaka? Umthanda lokho engasakhona nokumbonga ukuthi ngingathini ibuye. Hey Jesus, thank you Jesus, thank you Lord. Wena safisandla sihle Nkosi. Wena Nkosi yami wabonakala nakusara Jehova ulungile ukuthi asikho esivaliwe isibeletho esandleni sakho. How Jesus. uNkulunkulu muhle, uNkulunkulu mkhulu, uNkulunkulu uyabhekeka. Baba ngizakuwe izinsuku zonke Jehova olungileyo. Bengikhala kulamalanga ngesikhalela lesi sibusiso, kodwa wena namhlanje nasilethile phambi kokuso wami. Jehova olungileyo, wena ulungile kimi Baba umuhle, ngiyabonga. Ngiyabonga Nkosi, ngiyabonga Baba, ngiyabonga. Ithi incwadi yakho siyakhuleka bese singasaboni noma sosiphendulile. Kodwa namhlanje mina ngiyabonga ukuthi ngizwile ukuthi wena iphendulile imikhuleko yami. Qoshe nomusa Nkosi enothando, ngiphakamisa sami isandla ngithi lokho mangiqine Nkosi yami. Akuqine Nkosi yami kukhulu esandleni sakho Nkosi. Ukuprotect Nkosi yomusa wena uthi wazi bonke, uthi wazi umuntu waseseyishwini Jehova olungileyo. Wena uyazi konke ozombusisa ngakho, uthi ukubusisa kwakho isibeletho ekuseni njena uthi kuwumvuzo womzali. Awu Baba ngiyabonga, Baba ngiyabonga imikhuleko yami yonke uyiphendulile Nkosi. Angazi ukuthi ngathi kuwe yini ongangiphendula ngakuyo Baba, ngiyakubonga ngoNkulunkulu uthembekile kanti abodala la bezeke. Ngiyabonga uNkulunkulu ungiphendulile. Jesus, ngiyabonga. Siyabonga gogo. Ngiyabonga. Ngibonga umoya oyingcwele usebenza ngaphakathi kwakho. Umoya oyingcwele ohleli lapho ngoba sibeletho somuntu wesifazane njalo sihleli sinomoya oyingcwele. Ngiyabonga umoya oyingcwele. Ngiyabonga. Siyabonga magogo. Ngiyabonga umkhuleko wami ebenginawo njengoba bengiqala ifasting. Kodwa yisho okunye kufihlakele. Yebo magogo. Kodwa izolo mangifunda incwadi ithi sikhuleka noma uNkulunkulu sikasinikile. Sikhuleke ngoba singenawo amehlo okubona ukuthi lokho sikukhulekela izokwenzakala, kujabule kakhulu. Yebo magogo. ngijabulile.
I actually sent her Bible verses. I sent her both our boys, my friends, ama Bible verses. And then my boys were able to say, it's okay, what are the verses actually like talking about, you know? Or, yeah, ukuthi nje akhuluma ngani. They did say a baby is a gift from God. I think that didn't click ngaleso sikhathi ukuthi what I was talking about. We called my mom. Habi and I called my mom. My mom kept on saying, you guys already heard the clipping. Yeah, so eventually I could tell that because we've been praying about this to a point where we didn't stop praying, but to a point where we were just like, God, this is a you know when you pray for something for so long and it gets to a point where you're like, over to you, my Lord, you know? So I then told her that she's going to be a grandmother. My mom was so excited, guys. She started praying, and you know, whenever she trans to praying in tongues, then as you guys saw with the video, like my husband also got emotional. Like we just couldn't believe it, to say the least, you know. And eventually our boys also caught up. They were so excited, they were happy. Both of them instantly said, we hope it's a girl. Kumo asked if we know yet. We're like, no, we just found out, we don't know. But later on I did share with my boys. As soon as we found out what gender the baby is, then we shared with my mom, shared with my friends, and also shared with my boys. So excited, Kesana, because they are going to have a little sister, the only princess, okay? We have 2 princes, and now we're going to have a princess. So yeah, that's how we basically found out that we were pregnant. I booked an appointment to go see a gynae. I have been, you know what, so blessed to have, or rather I don't know if to say to have or mtini, guys, but Dr. Scribante is the best gynecologist in town. I don't even want to lie. That man, he is so good. So we only started seeing him when I was 8 weeks, because they said the doctor can only see you when you're 8 weeks. I was happy with that. We went. Yeah, we're still having a smooth sailing pregnancy. Besides the ligament pain and my blood pressure went up. And then the doctor had to like change my dose. Instead of 250 gram of Hypertone, now I'm taking 500 gram, of which I'm not complaining, man. You know, as long as it's good for the baby and it's good for us and making sure that we're okay. So yeah, so I go to that gynecologist. He's in Unitas. If you stay in Centurion, maybe you do know him, or maybe you don't. But yeah, he's been an absolute gem. Like, he's been very good. Like, both my husband and I, we like him. He's an old man, so he's been in the game for years. And when I say for years, I mean, when you go to his doctor's room, you can see there that there's cards, people wrote letters for him, and you see that they go back in 1992, and I'm just like, okay, then this man is well experienced, man. And more than anything, that's what makes me happy. I didn't choose him because of color. I prayed about it. I remember when we went, so after taking the pregnancy test, we obviously went to the doctor for blood tests. Mina, Dr. Mashubadieta. Sorry about that. Mina, Dr. Mashubadieta. After we went to take the test, I was in the Empath website the whole time, trying to see what the results are. Number one, ufunda my results. I would Google check. But again, the doctor referred a gynecologist. So this is how I went on about with choosing our gynae. I checked if that person is covered fully by my medical aid, because hubby has his own and I have my own. I am on Discovery Classic Delta Saver. Yes. So then I had to make sure that whoever that I go with, number one, is fully paid by the medical aid, not partially. Because, yeah, partially it's something that I didn't want, because now you have to go to the doctor's appointment and it only covers partially, and awunayo imali ngalelo langa. And then what? I don't want to come here and pretend as if I'm a millionaire. There's $10,000 million sitting there waiting for me to fall pregnant. No, I do not. So I had to be smart about this. One thing I checked, is this person fully covered by my medical aid? Yes, they are. The hospital that I'm going to deliver, Wuso, is it fully covered, or ifuna co-payment? The sibhedlela is fully covered. I was like, okay, sharp. Now let us narrow down all these people, you know. I called Femini Female Clinic or something, and they said your medical aid doesn't cover fully, it only covers partially. I was like, out. I checked the other doctors on the app, Discovery app, could see partially. I was like, partially yona ngifuni. And then we lastly came to Scribante, Ulane Unitasi. It's like literally 5 minutes away from our house, 7 minutes away from work. I was like, okay, this is the one. When we got there, the receptionist is very kind. One thing about me before I get to that, I also checked the reviews, guys. I am very big on reviews. I checked the reviews. I understand that there's obviously other people that are not going to be happy. But for me, if you had 4.1 out of 5 stars, then that's good, you know. And one comment that I stuck on was where the lady saying that if it wasn't for Dr. Scribante, she could have lost her life. Umtanake wakula angana mama, you know. So those are the things that would draw me close. Those are the things that would draw me close, or draw me close to whoever that I have to pick. So I was just like, okay, let's go with this guy. We went. When we got there, he's an old white man. I'm not pulling any race card, but I'm just bringing it out there. Then when we got there, he was so welcoming. He still is till this day. Like when we get there, he throws jokes. You know, he's very good with giving you advices. You know, I remember when I had a situation where now I have to work from home, he didn't hesitate to assist with that, because I needed to give my employee like a letter that says why. He didn't hesitate, because at the end of the day, he said to me, this is the best interest of you and the baby. English, right? Yeah, so he was just like, I want you to take it easy. Blood pressure. That's why we're going to increase your dosage. If that doesn't work, then I'm going to increase it. If it doesn't work, then I'm going to put you on steroids. I was just like, it's time to pray about this. I mean, I've always prayed about my pregnancy. Always, every day, you know, even if it's like a 2 minutes or a very short prayer. But I always pray about it, you know. Good for us. It is well maintained for now. Last week it wasn't. It was just on borderline. But the doctor said, you know what, let's see what happens next week. But obviously now I'm heading to my 9th month, you know. So these things tend to happen. So he did say that if shove comes to push, we're going to have to schedule for C-section sooner than your due date. I was like, okay, we shall see how everything goes. But yeah, in a nutshell, that's how we chose the gynecologist. Wonderful man, exceptional service, guys. Because I don't know if it's going to affect his practice or not. But trust me, guys, the best in town for me. That man has been nothing but the best. So yeah, people referred Ababo Gimi, Amakaine Wabo. I was just like, okay, I do hear you, but I'm obviously going to go with whatever that works for me. And I found that this really did work for me and still does, because we haven't given birth to baby. And yeah, basically that's how we found out that we were pregnant. But I am strong in prayer. That has never changed. I remember in December when I went to my therapy session, and I was crying. We had like obviously like our session, and indaba yomntana came up, you know, and how it was kind of affecting me. And I started getting emotional. I will put a screenshot here when I told the lady Uguti, the therapist Uguti, it will happen. At that point in time, I didn't even know Uguti Nkulunkulu has already started the good work in me. Yo, Nkulunkulu muhle, guys. Like, I don't even want to cap. I don't want to lie. God is amazing. Imagine I'm sitting there. That's why I usually say never stop praising God, even when you don't know what's happening in the background. Because in my mind, I was like, God, I'm still going to give you the honor and praises, even though I didn't know Uguti, he has already started the good work in me, you know. I shared the Bible, the verse of the day. I'll just share everything here. And then I shared with the therapist, and then yeah, I was positive, guys. I continued praying about it. But when I look back in December, because that's when we just recently moved to this place, the exhaustion, I would clean for 3 days. And that's not me. I would tell my husband, because I was already on leave and he was still going to the office. I would tell my husband, I'm like, yo, baby, as the way in Katalanga, sorry, anya katala, like the bottom of my feet hurt really bad. I don't understand what's happening. He was probably like, it's your end fatigue, baby. That's what we both thought. I started taking clove water. Kanti saying pregnant, guys. Did I know? No, I didn't. Was I still drinking alcohol? Yes, I was. Did I know? No, I didn't. I then told my husband, this exhaustion really worries me. I'm cleaning 3 days, Mina, but here I am now cleaning for 3 days. And then I remember we were watching TikTok. That's another thing. We were watching TikTok, and there's a video that came up. This lady was saying that how she wanted to lose weight and struggled to lose weight all along up until her husband. We can never think ukuthi because wena ungcono kunendoda yakho or urhola kakhulu ukudlula indoda yakho and ucabanga ukuthi izinto vice versa. It's always Christ, your husband, and yourself. So this lady was saying that she's been trying to lose weight but struggling. And the husband would say, why do you want to lose weight? Because gimu sharp. Then the lady explained to the husband, I want to lose weight because so I feel like because of my body type, I cannot wear those dresses. The husband, but I don't see why you should lose weight. You're okay like this. But after some time, the husband saw Uguti, the wife genuinely wants to lose weight. And you know what he did? He just placed his, well, no, that's not what he did. But he just said to the wife, now, as your husband, I give you the authority to lose weight so that you can wear the dresses that you want to wear. Guess what happened thereafter? She didn't struggle with losing weight. So now, I'm watching that video with my husband. I was like to him, you know what, baby? Maybe you should just place your hand, Sami, and, just say, Uguti, you allow my body to, to carry a baby. Nan, hold on, guys. I'm back. So I was just like, maybe you should just place your hand as Sami and just say that you give my body the authority to carry. Because at this point, guys, I understand, Uguti, or and then my bonus baby ukumo, and that's just it, So my husband, yazi maga serious nyamaz, and when maga joke nyamaz, that day he was serious. Like, you know, when we're saying dead serious, Nyamas Gemaga dead serious. That day he was dead serious. And why language yak? I'm not gonna say it in his language though. So he was just like, I give the authority to your body to carry umntana ntombazana. That's what we've been praying for all these years. It will happen in Jesus' name. Those are not his exact words, but I'm just, you know, summarizing. Guys, you know, when I look back and I'm just like, God, it has always been you, you know, it has always been you, always, no one else but you, you know. And voila, we are going to have our little love, you know. We are going to be blended and blessed. So we cannot wait to meet you, baby girl. I know one day you'll get to watch this. Either you're watching it with me, or you're watching it alone, or you're watching it with your friends. Just know that mommy and daddy love you so much. Yes, mommy filmed this video alone because of how people just misread people. And mommy is the one who's a YouTuber, not daddy. So that's why I decided to come here and sit alone and shoot the video. Daddy wanted to be here to shoot it with us, but I said to him, let me do it alone, my love, because people are quick to misread izinto zabantu, and now they'll want to say things that are not true. And I know that one day you'll get to see this video. But the nice thing is that you'll be home with us. You will be experiencing your daddy's love throughout. So yeah, that's why I decided, guys, to come here and shoot this video alone. My husband is very much excited. Remember, that man was excited on the first test that we took. He was excited. I'm not gonna lie, guys, and say the journey was smooth sailing in trying to conceive. It wasn't, because at some point my husband is umuntu othulile, you know, like he's like that. At times, maybe I would think that he doesn't want the baby and want to blame him, of which it was wrong of me. It was just frustration of wanting this thing so bad, but you know. But he kept on saying, Guti baby, you love the book of Isaiah. You know what it says, that when the time is right, the Lord will make it happen. It will happen, my love. Last year, we went to a gynecologist. Bad experience with that one. But eventually, because also last year was really testing. Financially, our marriage got tested last year. But I'm glad that we still made it out alive. So last year it was definitely not going to happen based on the things that we had to like just go through, you know. So yeah, at times I would just blame my husband and say it's not happening because maybe you don't want the baby, or because we're doing the deed and I'm not even on contraceptives. He's not even saying take contraceptives or anything. I was just in jail, you know, not in the right space at that time, and uNkulunkulu didn't see it ukuthi isikhathi siright ukuthi yenzakala. So my word of advice to you, remain in prayer. God listens to each and every one of us. He doesn't give you what you want, he gives you what you need, and at his perfect timing. Yeah, he's not like man. He doesn't lie. He says he will, and he will. He doesn't say I may do it. He says I will do it, you know, when the time is right. So remain in prayer. I know how it's like trying to conceive. If you're sitting here watching this video, I just want to tell you that keep on trying. Keep on trying. God is very faithful. He's a dependable God. He keeps his promises, and his promises are yes and amen. So thank you so much for coming here. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am definitely going to see you on my next video. That will be my nesting video part 1. Again, don't mind the makeup. Don't mind the makeup. I know the makeup on that video is not gonna look like this one, but please pretend as if it's nothing. Otherwise, yeah, glory be to God the Almighty. yeah, I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.